So good morning class. So for today, our subject will be arts. So can we all stand up and have a morning prayer first? So we will be having a ecumenical prayer since I know that all of us has different beliefs and religions. So let's just all bow our heads and feel the presence of our Lord. First off, before we start this session for today, let me just ask you how are you doing? Ano yung pakiramdam nyo ngayon? Do you feel excited because our class for today is arts?
Yes.
Yes. So, parang hindi pa kayo kumain. Did you have breakfast na ba? Not yet. Pero dapat kahit gano'n, dapat yung presence and yung energy natin is talagang dapat bigay na bigay pa din since this is arts, di ba? Sama-sama tayo ngayon na matututo ng mga panibagong knowledge. So, let me ask you again. So, ready na ba kayo?
Yes!
Very good. So, before we start, let me just start with a few house rules. So, first, treat others with respect all the time. And listen to the teacher whenever she or he speaks or whenever your classmates is actually speaking so that we may do the respect. I mean, we should respect others na through letting them speak or listening to them speak. Okay? Gets mo ba?
Yeah.
Okay. So next up is ask for help whenever you need it. So don't feel shy or ashamed if you have to ask something or if you're confused about something sa ating subject. Kuha po ba?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So next and last is listen and follow sa ating directions because later on in our discussion, we will be having a few twists sa ating discussion later. So excited na ba kayo?
Yes.
Okay. So for us, our class objectives, at the end of the lessons, you are expected to realize that Filipino ingenuity is distinct, exceptional, and on par with global standards. Next is appreciate your own cultural heritage and create an logo that would showcase their Filipino ingenuity trait. So lahat po ba nakuha yun? Nalinaw po ba?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So for our first activity sa araw na ito, I will be actually giving you a piece of paper. Don't you worry, there is also may frame na siya nakalagay sa paper, so you don't have to draw anything doon. You just have to wrote your favorite Filipino artist and yung name ng Filipino artist yun dito sa taas. And then after that, all you have to do is draw your favorite piece of that artist. So your drawings are not expected to be perfect, okay? So walang pressure doon if ever na may hindi magaling mag-drawing kasi si teacher din gano'n. So rest assured na nobody's going to judge whatever you will draw. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, let me just remind you that I will be just giving you 3 minutes to do the task. So am I clear on that?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So your timer starts now, okay? So do you have any questions?
None.
Okay. Are you almost done, guys? Last 1.5 minutes. Don't forget to write the name of the artist that you chose ha sa top part. Katulad ng example natin here sa ating presentation. Last 1 minute. Don't worry, no pressure sa drawings or anything. Just draw kung paano nyo nakikita yung piece na yun. Doesn't have to be perfect. Can someone raise their hands if they're already done? Okay, very good. I can see that some of you are already done. So, okay. So, okay, your time is up now. So, put your pens down, guys. Put your pens down. Put your pens down. Okay. So, I hope that you wrote the name of your favorite Filipino artist sa inyong mga papers. So now, let me ask you, if sino yung artist na sinulat nyo sa mga papers nyo? Can somebody raise their hands if you want to answer? Okay, I'll take it.
Si ano po? Si Fernando Amarzol.
Okay, si Fernando. Did I spell it right?
Yes.
Okay. So, can I ask you, what is the reason why did you choose Fernando Amarzol? Ano ba yung meron sa artist na to? Bakit siya yung naging favorite artist mo?
Ano po, kasi looking at his works were on, parang mukha po talaga silang pinicturean lang. So, realistic po yung galing ng mga artists.
Anything else?
Ang ganda po ng use niya, materials.
Okay. Very good, Althea. So, can anybody else share their favorite artist? Kung sino ba yung sunod nila? So, Ivan, I saw you actually raising your hand earlier.
Yes. So I wrote here Chico David. He is an editorial cartoonist.
I'm sorry, what's the
Chico
name?
David.
Chico David.
Chico David.
Can I see? Oh, Chico David. Okay.
So yung reason kung bakit ginawa ko yung gawa ni Chico David is that I myself is an editorial cartoonist. So yung ito compete din ako, and most of the time pag sumapit yung regional qualifiers, nandun siya as a judge and as a speaker.
So, do you say that Chico David is very nationalistic when it comes to his artworks? Like, talaga bang pinapakita niya sa mga artworks niya na andun yung pagmamahal niya sa ating bayan? Is it like that?
Yes, actually it is both nationalistic and
And?
politics, political. Kasi editor cartooning yung ginagawa. So, political din siya.
Okay. So, is there anyone else that wants to share their favorite artist and of course the reason why they chose that? Can I call I'm sorry, Ronaldo? Who is your favorite artist and can I ask the reason why?
So my favorite artist is similarly the first one, Fernando Marzola.
Okay, Fernando
So I
Marzola.
chose Fernando Marzola because his artworks are known for landscapes, which shows the culture and the everyday life of the Filipinos.
So it's like very nationalistic of him since the artworks na usually yung ginagawa is about our country, right?
Yes, and it's culture.
Perfect. So now, can I ask the people who has the same answers with Fernando Marzola and Chico David, kung ano ba yung artworks na ipinili nyo i-drawing dyan sa paper na ibinigay ko? So let's first start with Althea. Oh sure, show your classmates. No, don't be shy. Let's show it.
Yung gawa ko po, yung ano the water jet, kasi hindi po ako marunong mag-drawing talaga. So, ayun po, kasi ang cute, kasi ito po yung nakita ko na pinaka talaga realistic siya. So, ang mga talaga nagawa ko. Tapos sa picture na nakita ko walang water jet, so naisip ko paano siya magiging woman with water jet kung wala siyang hawak ng water jet. So, nilagyan ko siya ng water jet.
Okay. So, can I ask the reason bakit ayan yung piece ni Fernando Marzola na napili mo? Given na si Fernando Marzola is one of our famous artists, right? And madami na siya nagawang artworks. Ano yung reason or ano yung reason mo behind choosing Woman in the Water?
Ano po kasi, parang upon looking at his, looking at his artworks, parang yung mukha ko kasi ng woman with the water, parang sobrang subtle lang, sobrang sweet niya, sobrang, parang ang ganda-ganda niya talaga, and sobrang realistic kasi ng paggawa sa kanya ni Amber Solo. So, aside from that, parang si Mona Lisa baga na hindi mo masasabi kung talaga na nakayundi sa or hindi. And very realistic talaga yung facial expressions niya. Ayun, thank you.
So, you mean to say na yung parang pag nakikita mo siya, it's something like, may iba pa siyang meaning, like something deeper meaning pa dun sa nakikita mo. Like, ang ganda niya, pero it's abstract, right?
Dahil sa po na hindi po siya nakatingin mismo dun sa
mismo.
harap. Na nakatingin po siya sa iba.
Okay, very good. So, class, let's all give Althea 3 claps. Okay. So, next up is the other person who chose Fernando Marzola. So, what is the artwork that you chose nung ni Fernando Marzola?
So the title of the artwork of Fernando Marzola is On the Way Home in 1945. So
Why?
I think the reason I think behind why I chose that particular artwork is that it shows the everyday life of Filipino. It doesn't have to have a deeper meaning, but it tells a story. So should I share my artwork?
Sure. You should show your classmates your artwork. The artwork you made.
So here's my artwork. So hindi siya nakakanta. Ito po siya. So may karabaw. Mapapansin natin na very Filipino ang mode of transportation. Karabaw, sa farmer, and yung white man. So nasa grass or farm. And on the way home, pauwi na sila after a long day of work.
Okay. So, very good, Ronaldo. So, let's all give 3 claps for Ronaldo. Okay. So, is there anyone else na nagpili for Fernando Marzola? Okay, Ria.
Fernando Marzola, his big thing is flagging the rights. That's just like what Althea and Ronaldo said, that it portrays the Filipino in a nationalistic way. And in planting rights, well, that we are one of the contributors of rights in every part of the country. And since Fernando Marzola, he's known for painting artworks of portraying the Filipino daily lives, I choose this artwork to see and appreciate the hard work of every farmers we have in our town.
So, that's really
an editor.
Just editorial.
Si Triple David kasi is cartoonist siya, then every editor cartoon doesn't have to be titled. Kasi
Or does it have a title? Okay. And?
Yeah.
What is the reason behind that yan yung pinili mo?
So ginawa ko siya kasi, yun, the reason why is it is very political, very timely or relevant every single day kahit na natapos na yung news. Kasi yung mga gawa niya is very heartwarming as well as very, gigising niya talaga yung government. Kasi some of his work are quite, not really disturbing, pero attention grabbing, especially sa mga government officials.
Do you think it's like somehow revolutionistic? Kasi,
Yes, exactly.
So, would you mind showing your artwork to your classmates? So let's all give Ivan 3 claps. Okay, so knowing that they all have this very good reasons, right? Both their artworks and the artist itself. Na I'm really glad because all of you actually has the knowledge about this kind of artist. Since this artist actually contributes a lot with our Filipino culture, tradition, and of course our history. And they all leave a legacy within us since they are the ones who makes the Filipino identity that we have. But knowing these reasons that we have, what should we do para dito sa mga artists na ito? Ano yung pwede natin magawa para sa artists and sa mga artworks na kinocontribute nila para sa Pilipinas? So can anyone answer? Yeah.
Even though they're already dead, we are all aware that National Museum is already there. Just going there, we can appreciate their own works, and in our by appreciating their own works, for sure the National Museum has a description there. What is the behind the reason? What is his or her inspiration in making that piece? And in that way, we can show the appreciation in our own little way. And for sure, the artists that already passed away, for sure we are happy that we are appreciating their works.
Okay, very good. So let's all give Ria 3 claps. So, yeah, what she said is actually very important to appreciate just by doing little things, just because na even though we're just students and we're ordinary people, we can already do something to create more or do something na talagang mas makakapag-impact even though sa simple little ways lang. So does anyone have a different answer from Ria? Ashley.
Ayun, bilang magiging guro ng bayan, sana isama natin yung mga painting nila sa pagmulat sa mga mag-aaral tungkol sa isyong panlipunan. Ayun. Siguro pwede natin ipadrawing sa kanila or gawin natin na suriin nila yung larawan o suri-larawan para matukoy nila kung ano yung tinutumbok o yung tinutugma ng artist na yun sa painting niya.
Okay, so basically saying that through being a teacher, we can promote their artworks, right? By showing their paintings and pag-inculcate nito sa ating mga lessons, right? Very good. So, is there anyone who wants to answer pa? Can I call Aubrey? Do you want to add another more? What we should do para sa mga artists and artworks?
So when it comes to artists, especially those who are still alive today, let's not actually focus more. So hindi naman sa i-disregard natin yung mga past na artists, pero we should give the spotlight to those who are thriving as Filipino artists today. Na hindi rin porket hindi sila masyadong nakakalata ay papabayaan na lang. An example of this is if a violin player is playing on the streets, hindi siya masyadong napapansin tulad ng post na nakikita natin sa SM, kanta ng mga guitar players. So if they were given equal opportunity to play on, let's say, CCTV na nakalang Pilipino, mas mag-prosper yung pananaw natin sa mga artists natin na hindi porket hindi sila well-known, hindi na natin sila. So
So that's a very good answer, Nokapri, that we should all give opportunities to our other Filipino artists as well. So for our discussion for today, just give me a minute. I will just remove the text on the board. There. So while I'm actually erasing the writings on the board, can somebody tell me if they are familiar with Filipino ingenuity? Or what ingenuity means? Okay, so there's no one. So can Raan read the description that is written here in our presentation?
The Filipino ingenuity. The word ingenuity means inventiveness. Filipinos are known for being inventive and resourceful in their daily lives, regardless of the circumstances they are in.
Okay. So, from what you have read, ano na kayo yung tingin mo what does Filipino ingenuity means?
So yun, from the word inventiveness and resourceful, ibig sabihin, kung ano man yung sitwasyon, it means Filipinos are very resourceful. Ano man yung bagay na meron sila sa paligid, kaya nilang gawa ng
Okay, so very good. Actually, Filipino ingenuity actually shows a trait for us na kahit anong sitwasyon na meron tayo or kahit anong mangyari sa atin, may it be typhoon, fire incident, or landslide, kaya natin mag-make do or make the best out of what we have. So, gets po ba? Okay. So, now, I'm actually going to, we're going to a, we're going to teleport into a place. Okay? Are you guys excited?
Yes.
So, yung discussion natin ngayon is hindi lang siya iikot na nakaupo lang kayo. Okay? Ayun yung quiz natin for today. Because now, we are going to have a museum tour of our artists, our Filipino artists. Are you excited about that?
Yes.
Okay. So, can I ask you guys to please all stand up and put your chairs on the side. And now I want you all to form a straight line, pila po tayo, guys. From pinakamaliit to the pinakamalangkat natin. I think that's it, right? 3 yan. Yan. So now, what we're going to do is ako ang magiging tour guide nyo. Guys, please settle down and form a straight line, please. Straight line. So, okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to visit a museum. So, wherein doon natin makikita yung mga exhibits na example works and the artist itself. So, are you guys excited?
Yes.
Okay. So, just a few reminders since we are going to a museum, please, if you're going to take a picture, don't use a flash because every artifact or every artworks is very sensitive to light. And next up is please observe silence, and if you want to ask a question, just raise your hand. I will be calling your name to ask your question. So, let's go. Let's go. Okay, very good. So now we have here, just follow me. Okay. So first we have here is, okay. Gather along. Can you guys see properly? Even Ivan?
Yes.
Properly. Okay. So first artist we have is, who is it?
George Tapan.
Okay, so George Tapan is actually a very famous travel photographer here that we have here in the Philippines. And one of his works, can you see? Okay, so the name of this piece is actually Into the Green Zone. And did you know that this artwork of his actually won first place in the National Geographic travel photography contests in 2011. So just imagine how big the honor that George Tapan did for us, right? Okay. So next up we have is John Chua. So John Chua is actually one of the most admired photographers in the Philippines. Do you know why? Okay. So it is because this photographer, this specific photographer, actually launched and established many advocacy groups that helps autistic children, people with disabilities, for them na mas maintindihan through sa kuha ng camera niya. So meaning, ito daw, yung pinaportray dito ng artwork niyang The Beautiful, titled The Beautiful, is because ganito daw makita ng mga people, like someone who is blind, ganito daw nila makita yung world or yung ating country. Ganito daw pagkaganda, kaayos. So, nakuha ko ba? Nasusundan ko ba? Do you have any questions? Okay, very good. So, now that we are done there, let's now go to our Filipino filmmakers. So here, are you guys familiar with them? Are you guys familiar with them? Okay, very good. So first we have is Brillante Mendoza. So si Brillante Mendoza is actually one of our famous Filipino filmmaker. And not only that, yung first film na ginawa niya, still listening? Okay, so yung first film na ginawa niya is actually titled Masure or Masahista. And nanalo ito nung Locrano International Film Festival and starring none other than our famous Coco Martin. So here, dito pa lang yung isa to sa mga milestones or ito yung sa mga naging steps ng breakthrough ni Coco Martin sa acting industry. And it's all because of the help of I'm sorry? Okay, very good. So now that we're done with him, let's now go with Loris Gillian. So Loris Gillian is one of our Filipino female filmmakers. Actually, her journey is quite different from Brillante Mendoza since she started in the industry acting. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on one of the sample works or the first film that she created, Kasal, in 1979. So in 1979, very popular itong movie na ito. It's just that, since you guys are still underage, I advise that if you want to watch this, you just have to wait a little longer or watch this with a parental guidance. So nakuha po ba?
Yes.
Very good. So now let's go to the another section of our discussion. So here in the section of print media is we're going to have two concepts and two other different artists. So each of the concepts would have two different artists that we will talking about. And dito sa first section is we're going to talk about advertisements. So si advertisements is actually we actually have many artists doon, pero itong dalawang artists na to is very creative and very talented. And just fun fact about them, they are both from Cebuana. They're both Cebuanos. Like, look at that, diba? Our Cebuano people are really talented and gifted when it comes to arts. So, first we have is Kenneth Cobonco. So, Kenneth Cobonco is actually a furniture designer. And actually, yung mga gawa niya is very well known even internationally. Why? It's because he won 5 good awards sa Japan noong 2011 to 2013. So next up we have is Monique Luelier. So Luelier is very familiar with all of us, right? Savannah Luelier. But we're not going to talk about her family. We're going to talk about how she is as an artist. So she is a gown designer, and her works are actually very well known worldwide, not just here in the Philippines, but in the other countries as well. As you can see here, you can move closer. As you can see here, her works are worn by different known celebrities like Taylor Swift, the wife of Barack Obama. So we all know them, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any questions? Okay, very good. So last up, or the last concept that we have for our museum tour is in the comics industry. And bigatan itong mga taong itong i-discuss ko sa inyo because first up we have is Antonio Velasquez. Do you know who Antonio Velasquez is? Okay. So actually you should know him because he is the father of Philippine comics. Siya yung first comic strip niya, yung nakapag-push para ma-establish yung Liwayway comics. Are you familiar with Liwayway?
Yes.
Oh. So, Liwayway Publisher is, nagpa-publish siya ng different kinds of animations of ng comics, different types pa ng mga magazine or such. So, first, we have na sample ng works niya is yung Kenkoy, wherein actually celebrating its 95th anniversary this year since it's 2023. Can you believe that na yung legacy ni Antonio Velasquez has been going on for centuries na. So next, and last we have is Mars Ravilo. Are we familiar? Are we familiar with him? Okay, very good. Mars Ravilo is actually called the king of comics. Why? It is because madami siyang pieces na talaga namang well-known and naging adopted siya through dramas, animations, and of course in comics. We first have here is Darna, but he has a lot more like Elastic Man, Captain Marvel, Jezebel, na talaga namang inaantabayan natin ng mga bata pa tayo sa TV. Nakukuha po ba?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now that our museum tour has ended, how do you guys feel? How do you guys feel? What? I'm sorry? Okay. How about the others? Like, don't have any energy anymore. Stay with me. So, how are you feeling? Happy. Anyone else?
Proud.
Okay. You're very proud because?
I'm very proud of our artists since they contribute a lot to our society, especially for our art.
Okay, very good. So, now let's all take our seats back here. So, magta-travel tayo ngayon ulit pabalik sa ating classroom. Di ba kayo napapagod pa-travel na lang tayo? Okay? So, medyo gets ko bakit may energy cup na tayo lahat. Pero don't worry, I'm going to give your energy back. I'm going to transfer some of my energy to you. Okay. Okay. So, now that we are done with our museum tour and you have the knowledge na about the different artists we have here in the Philippines, let's now go to another activity. Are you guys excited for another activity?
Yes.
I'm sorry, are you guys ready?
Yes!
Very good. So next we have is this activity would be you will be grouped into two. I will be grouping you into two. Just wait for a second. Ivan, can you move the there? Yeah. So yeah. So I will be grouping you into two groups, and the two groups will create a poster na mag-choose kayo ng artist, and of course, there are artists from dun sa museum tour natin kanina. So it can either be from the photography, film, and the print media section. You can just choose whatever you want para na mag-create kayo ng poster na nakakapag-promote ng Filipino ingenuitiness. What is Filipino ingenuitiness again? Resource inventiveness. Okay, very good. And creativity of that Filipino artist. So, do you have any questions of how we were going to do the poster? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So for our rubrics is we have 15 points for creativity, the message of the poster that you are going to make, 20 points, originality of course, 10 points, and neatness, 5 points. So you don't have to be pressured that your drawing should be perfect, okay? Just draw how you draw. Because being artistic doesn't really define kung gaano kaganda yung artwork mo. It's just kung paano mo siya ginawa, kung gaano ka-creative yung idea na pinaportray mo sa poster. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll be just giving you 8 minutes to finish the poster. Okay? I will just give you first the poster, the cartolinas that you are going to use. Just for a second. So Ivan will be in here, in this group. Would you like to sit on the floor, guys? Okay, just sit on the floor. Just put your chairs to the side so that you can draw much better. There. We'll be just giving you 8 minutes to do this.
Kana sa wala partner. Wait lang ako kasi.
Minor ha, your drawing should have a text for that. You should be working on that later.
Ang good, madami yung good. Nalagyan ko siya parang ano.
Last 1 minute. Guys, kayo po. Dito sa kabila, guys. Last 50 seconds. Pwede. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Okay guys, time's up. Time's up. Color pencils down. Any colors? So, hindi pa pwede. Sige na po. Clean up na. Wrap up na. Wrap up na po ng mga materials. Ay, sure sa inyo po yung mga materials. So now that please settle down, arrange your chairs. Okay, arrange your chairs. Don't wanna sit down. Okay. So now, what I want you to do is actually present to the entire class kung tungkol saan yung ginawa niyong poster at kung parang kung kanino siya inspired. So, let's first start with this group. Why did you wrote this?
So, first, the genre we have chosen is
Yes.
film industry. And particularly, this is inspired from the work of Brillante Mendoza, The Masahista, wherein it is a type of sex film. So we are trying to advocate here is that there is a real job in the sex industry, and here we put a family with a child and R18. This is to encourage the families to let the other people watch sex industry and be open in watching it. We can do it with proper guidance with our children. As we have put it here, R18. So parang hindi mabigla ang ating mga bata, bakit may mga ganito, anong tawag sa ganito, and not to sugarcoat the terminologies to our children, since later on in their future they will also be encountering it.
So yeah, so thank you very much for the statement. However, it's just that here in the Philippines, what we advocate is just education. So your poster is not actually pertaining to our Filipino ingenuitiness, which is the Filipino ingenuity, which is yung pagiging inventive natin, yung pagiging
orientation you'll have. There is a family that is open about what sex really means. Like for example, we are all aware about ako ay may tite, ako ay may books. And by that, we can in our own ways we can explain to them that in that words or that scenes is not appropriate yet for them. And if we can explain to them what it really means, I think we can deliver what this message basically means to the kids. And also, we are all aware what the MTRCB wants to explain for us. Kasi every time there is a movie, for sure there are 18 or 16 K, I don't know if K ba yun. Ay, walang K sa MTRCB. Basta sa MTRCB, may age na nakalagay na kung kanino, saan appropriate yung palabas na yun. And, syempre, kung makikita natin na R18, okay, anak, kindly close your eyes if there's a scene na magiging ganito. Anak, bawal pa sa'yo yung ganito. Anak, huwag muna natin panoodin yung ganito. Madami pa tayong choices na pwede mapapanood. However, we can use this line na baka matanong din ng anak na, Mama, bakit nakahubad? Bakit pinapakita nila yung katawan nila sa TV? And we can say this line to them na, anak, there's people whose job is all about nudity or sexual film in sex industry.
And yung sa inventive and resourcefulness is, dito, ang inspiration is si Coco Martin. So, many Filipinos are going abroad and doing this kind of jobs, and dahil din sila, siguro na sa abroad sila is dahil hindi siya tanggap dito sa ating Pilipinas. And the fact na maraming Filipinos ang ma-off sa ganitong idea is the exact message of our poster. Ma-off sila and ma-realize nila na ito ang reality, ganito ang nangyayari, ganito ang buhay sa Pilipinas.
Yes, thank you, Ria, Alia, and Eduardo. It's just that I very much appreciate the value that you were trying to say. It's just that the value that we have here in the Philippine culture does not really sit well with the message that you are trying to say. So, for our next class, guys, I'm going to have you and your group Ivan to present the artwork that you have made. So, this is the artwork that you have made. Artwork you have made. Okay. So, I'm going to have you guys present this in our next class, but before we end our session for today, I'm just going to give you a short quotation. Now, an artist is not one who is inspired, but one who inspires others. So now that you have all the knowledge about the Filipino artists and how we should appreciate them, I hope na wala akong makikita pag pupunta kayo sa museum yung gagawin yung estante, yung mismo sculptures or yung artworks ng mga artists natin. Hey, dyan para lang makakuha ng TikTok video. So, did you guys have fun?
Yes!
So, see you on our next class, guys. Thank you!